Can the government force you to advocate for things that you don't believe in? That's the question the Supreme Court justices are facing today as attorneys defend First Amendment rights of pro-life clinics in California, where the law compels them to promote abortion.
Promote it. So what will the Supreme Court say about that? We're going to ask Judge Andrew Napolitano that. Judge, where's this?
This is so basic, guys. You would think this was resolved 227 years ago when the First Amendment was adopted, because the First Amendment, which says Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech after the Civil War, applies to the states. The flip side of that is Congress and the states can't force speech. So you know how you see on television and the movies you have a right to remain silent?
Sure.
And Hollywood's not always correct. They are correct when they say that. So the First Amendment guarantees the right to silence. The government can't force you to express a political opinion with which you disagree.
Now, the state of California, you have crisis pregnancy centers, and they want these people who are pro-abortion or pro-choice, they want there to be a sticker in the window or something to notify the patients that they can go get abortions, and this is not a medical facility, right?
So you're a pregnant mom and you're not sure what to do, and you go to a pro-life counseling center which will tell you what to do to bring the baby to term. And then as you're leaving, they say, oh, by the way, you can go across the street and have an abortion because the state of California is making us tell you that. That's the issue that's before the Supreme Court today. It shouldn't be before the Supreme Court. It shouldn't have happened. Legislatures, who are our representatives, shouldn't force people to say things they don't believe in. That's the lesson of the First Amendment.
If they do have to force you, then if the shoe's on the other foot, if you go to an abortion clinic, are they forced to tell you about a crisis pregnancy center?
No,
of course not.
Of course not. Because this is part of the progressive anti-life mentality of the government in California. It's other governments as well, but California's the worst.
Real quick,
so this is the first major abortion issue in front of Neil Gorsuch.
Yes.
Do we have any idea how this is going to go?
I think that the California statute will be invalidated, having nothing to do with abortion, just having to do, or religion. So religious implications here as well.
Of course.
It's just speech. It's the concept of the government forcing you to express an opinion on a matter of public interest with which you disagree.
How many shows are you going to be on today?
Half a dozen.
I thought so.
We had so much fun at WABC Radio last night. We did a thing for them.
Right,
I didn't know Brian was going to be there. The great Rita Cosby. Brian didn't know I was going to be there, but we reprised Brian and the Judge.
That's great.
Good to see you, Judge.